Hello, Nancy here, and today I want to show you something that's been requested of me for a long time. This is long overdue, and it's how to knit in ends. In another video, I'm going to do how to purl in your ends, but what you need to know about it in advance is that typically I think this works better on a finer yarn than it does on something this bulky. Not to say you can't do it. The problem is it adds a lot of thickness, so if it's a garment you're wearing, you're possibly going to feel it a little more, but obviously you can do it, and I can't say that this is going to eliminate every end you have to sew in, but it certainly is going to reduce it by a great deal. If you're doing stripe knitting, if you're doing intarsia, Fair Isle, or even if you've run into a batch of bad yarn that you have to cut out, restart, again, that's just, extra time. So I'm going to show you how it's done. So we're going to start here. I've got magenta here. And this is how I do it. I've kind of got my own little method here. So we're going to take and start up our new yarn right here. Okay, we know I don't need that much of a tail. Yeah, let's try that again, see if it goes a little better. Okay, so we're going to bring that through. Okay. All right, so we're going to work across this row. We are going to be catching this, the teal. Now let me explain this to you. We've got two ends here. Now I know some people will have you sew both ends in at the same time. I never do that. I just think that's a little too much. If you know what I'm saying, it bulks it out a little bit too much, and as the garment has been worn over time, you can sometimes see a little bit of a ripple effect in there. At least that's been my experience. So it's not that big of a deal. Just do one at a time, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so what we need to sew in first, if you will, is the teal. And why I chose the teal over the magenta is because the teal is lower. So we always start with what's the lower level and work our way up. So we've knit one stitch. We're going to go into the next stitch on our needle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that working yarn and I'm going to bring it over my needle from front to back. Okay. Now it's putsy and it is tedious. However, we're not talking a lot of stitches that you have to go through this with. So you can do it. It's worth it. So now I'm going to wrap my working yarn around the right needle. And then just like I say with Fair Isle, I'm going to change my mind and take that teal away, and now I'm going to bring it through. Okay? But of course it's not truly trapped yet. We have to do one more stitch, and that's what's going to lock it in. Okay? So there we have one stitch. I mean, that's a complete 2 stitches is what it takes to make a complete trap. All right, we're going to go again. Okay, so I'm bringing this in, putting it up onto the needle, back to front. Bring the working yarn around the right needle. Take the teal yarn away, which is the tail, bring it through, up, off. And let's complete the transaction, if you will, and now just knit the next stitch. This is what trapped it. Okay, flip it over. And by the way, I want to mention, you really don't need to do that many stitches. I would say 3 to 5 at best is going to do the trick. When you think of the revolution about, it's really, you're getting in about 3 inches on most cases. And if you feel like doing a few more, have at it. But here you go. It's sitting in there nicely. Okay, it's trapped, it's locked, it's not going anywhere. And then we're going to flip it over and look at the front side of it just to make sure that nothing is popping through. And guess what? It isn't. It looks great. Okay, just for fun, we're going to do one more. Okay, and then I got to show you how we're going to handle the pink. All right, so we're going to go in here. Okay, we're going to take the tail, our teal tail, we're going to bring it up from back to front, okay? Not this way, the normal way you would wrap it. back to front. Okay, so you can see that when I flip it over on its back. Okay, then we're going to take our working yarn, bring it around the right needle. Then we're going to take the teal away, and then we're going to bring that up and through. Okay, now we are going to finish the transaction and knit that last one. That is beyond trapped. We're good. So I'm going to finish this row. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to purl back, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the magenta. So I will meet you back here in a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. I finished purling across my row. And this is the part where I'm going to address the other end. I will take my needle and I'm going to go and start knitting with my magenta. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the magenta tail so we can knit that in. I'm going to bring it over just like I did with the teal. Bring the yarn around, the working yarn around my right needle, take away the tail, and bring up your stitch. We got to complete it now. Remember that. We always got to do 2 to get 1 completed trap. Okay, let's do it again. We're going to take the tail from back to front. Wrap the working yarn around the back needle, or the right, however you want to say it. Take it away, bring up your stitch. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do the secondary stitch. All right, here's your tail. We're going to bring it from the back over. Wrap the working yarn. Take the tail away. Come up. Then we're going to knit that last stitch and we're going to finish up the row. All right, we are done trapping. And do you see how quick and easy this really is? There's nothing to it. I think this is pretty simple, straightforward, and it does take practice a little bit, just a little bit. And I think it's because, you know, you're nervous about doing something new, but every time you do something new, just remember, you're learning more things. It's going to make you a more skilled knitter. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to give it a snip and a snip. Don't snip it too short, because when you block it, you want to give it a little room to move around somewhat, and then you kind of fan off the edges a little bit so that it lays better. It's eventually going to stop popping up. It'll settle in. And so look, you can't see it on the back. You can't see it on the front. I think that works for me. I hope it works for you. That's how you knit in your ends, and I'll be back in a minute to show you how to purl in your ends. Thanks for watching.